Hello and welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're gonna talk about Cummins Isx15, and in this case going to be a DEF problem. We are in an era where DEF is a major topic now, and there is so many problems, there is so many things going on, and for that there is many different repairs, and this is the reason why I'm doing videos to help you out with those repairs. Anyway, a long time ago, maybe not too long ago, but some time before, there was a customer that came with a red KW, I remember, and he said, and he did, it was a peterbilt, I don't remember, it was the same thing anyway. He said he did reinstall the DPS filters and the SER because it was previously removed, it was previously deleted, so he put it back. He did, bought new parts and everything for this truck, but after he did put everything back, he started to getting problems with low emissions. So he took it back to the mechanic where he did the initial job, and at the end they couldn't find the problem. Everything looked alright in their eyes. So well, he brought it to me after that. So the problem wasn't that a computer wasn't able to register low emissions. I mean, then the emissions were lowering. Emissions were too high, so and that was the reason why the computer was calling the rates and everything. It happened when the truck was driving, but when he was stopped, they were gone. So he brought it to me, and I had to test it. I had to do the region and everything, and it didn't show it at the beginning, and then eventually start showing the faults. And especially it was calling then there was a problem with the DEF injector. The DEF was not working properly. There was a fault code, specific fault code. I don't remember the number, but there was a specific fault code about that. This was referring that there was a mechanical problem with the DEF injector, and computer was calling as the DEF injector was a problem. But of course, the mechanic and the customer were so confused, right? Because we just installed a new injector. We just installed a brand new injector, and why we have this problem? So I was like, well, I mean, like, there is no such thing as thinking, right? When it comes to repairs, you have to see it. You have to prove it. You have to double check. You have to do anything that is necessary to make sure that the component is working properly. Because in so many cases, in my experience, I had problems with brand new parts from factory that are sealed in the box and they're defective. And that creates a big headache because you just replace the part, and the problem was then the injector wasn't spraying, right, we can say. And you just replace a new part, and the injector isn't spraying anymore. I mean, it isn't spraying as the other one before, I'm sorry. And you are so confused. I mean, like, why this is happening? I just replaced the injector because it's broken, and this one is doing the same, and everything looks alright. But in some cases, brand new parts can be defective, and that is the case of these Cummins. So I was like, okay, cool. We can have a defective injector. So in order to inspect components, some components cannot be inspected this way, but the components that are capable to be inspected, you have to remove the component and see it work physically. In this case, DEF injectors are capable to do that, to see how much DEF are spraying and how strong the spray is. So that is another thing that you have to do. So I decided to remove the DEF injector because there was not other thing to do. Just inspect the DEF injector. There was not much to do. So I decided to call a test using the computer so we can have spray to the injector, and I noticed that the spray was pretty weak. The DEF injector was like, I don't know, like a baby peeing it was very small amount of DEF flow than was being released through the injector. So after seeing that, of course, we have a problem with the DEF delivery to the SCR. Not the DEF delivered to the injector to the SCR. So the spray was the problem. I called the customer and I say, you know what, this is happening. He's like, well, you know, that part is brand new. Why is that possible? Well, I mean, everything is alright. The pressures, the flow, the returns, everything is fine. So it looks like this injector is not good. It might be, you know, like a clog with some material. Especially what I think is then if they repair, right? If they put the DEF system, the emission system, DEF, SCR, DPF all together, it might be the possibility then the DEF tank inside had some crystallization, some kind of, you know, rocks. DEF at the end of the day, if it's exposed to raw air, it will crystallize. It will be it will convert into little rocks or a little layer of a debris, because, you know, the material in the DEF makes many different things all together. So that is going to be, you know, a very specific crystal looking material. So I believe then a portion of that crystal just got pushed by the DEF pump, got sucked from the tank to the DEF pump and got pushed to the DEF injector. And because the DEF injector has nowhere to release that amount of material, it got clogged with that. So it started spraying less and less and less until it couldn't anymore. That's my theory. I have no idea. That's the only thing I think. If the DEF injector was good, right? But if the DEF injector was effective since the moment to install it, there's no that has nothing to do. But just, you know, when you do repairs, you always have to think why this happened, right? It's not like a there is just one way, then this might not happen. So there's many different ways. So of course I told the customer, okay, you know what, we need to replace this DEF injector. There is no other way to repair this problem. So we replaced the DEF injector with a new one. In this case, he decided to go to Cummins directly to buy a brand new Cummins injector. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he previously bought a DEF injector from an aftermarket company. That might be another reason why the DEF injector failed, because it was not OEM, it was aftermarket. But I'm still gonna give the benefit of the doubt to that, so might be other problems. Anyway, he bought a brand new injector from factory, and I installed it myself, and of course you can see the difference of the injector spraying DEF to the SCR. Big difference. So that was the whole problem of this truck. Buying a cheap part, maybe I can call it cheap part because it's aftermarket, or maybe the tank was dirty with DEF debris and all that. Not sure. I can tell, right? Because I didn't investigate that part. He wanted to take the truck and all that, and if I did that, I mean, it takes so much time just to investigate. So the point is, like, after replacing the DEF injector, the problem went away. Truck passed regen with no problems. Did the whole sequence, no problems at all. Emissions were, you know, dropped way more than they were before, because the DEF delivery to the SCR was the way it's supposed to. And yeah, and that's all the problem. So at the end of the day, I will say then, if you are repairing problems with the DEF or emission system in general, whatever, DPF, SCR, DOCs, sensors, NOx sensors, whatever, sometimes brand new parts can be defective, and they can even be more defective if they're aftermarket. They might be good for short period of time. But I will say then if you are depending on a truck that has an emission system, functional emission system, don't buy cheap parts, don't buy aftermarket parts, buy OEM parts, because the problems that these components do when you are on the road, they're massive, and the cost of repair are even more massive than the problems they do. So just don't take the chances. I know OEM parts are expensive. I know they are not sometimes easy to find, because sometimes they're in back order, sometimes they you know, like they don't have it locally, you have to go somewhere else to buy them. It happens a lot, but at the end of the day, it might save you a lot of money in the long run, especially if you are driving your truck all over the 48 states here in the United States. So that will be an opinion that I can give you. Of course, it's up to you to do what you can at the moment, because situation is rough. Not everybody can afford new parts or OEM parts, I would say, because the prices are a little higher than aftermarket. So just keep that in mind. If you are able to do it, buy OEM parts. I always recommend my customers OEM parts, because the truck comes once to the shop for that specific problem, and next time it comes is for a different problem, not for the same problem. So that saves money and also saves time and keeps you on the road more time. In my opinion, suggestion I can give you, of course you can have your own opinions, and if you do, you can just comment below. And I know for sure that money isn't something easy to get nowadays, but also time takes a lot of money. So just balance that, and if it works for you, you do what is better for you. All right, so this is all I had to give you, a little story about a Cummins Isx15, in this case with a DEF problem. And of course, this is something that is never gonna end, because we're gonna get new trucks, new problems, right? And even old trucks, I have had old trucks like 2011 Cascadias that I know very well, and still they're giving me problems that I don't know. So that's something new all the time. So we are always learning every single day. Anyway, this is all. Like the video, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos like this, and suggestion for videos, you can comment below. You can tell me, and I will see if there is a video that you want me to do, and you post it in the comment section below, and it gets more than 15 likes, I would say, that specific video, I will do a video. 15 likes, I think, is more than enough. So just do that. Who knows? Maybe your idea of a video will be next. Right, see you later, and I hope you like this video. When I make the video more informative, comment below. And Instagram, franciscoamaya, YouTube, come to the shop. Here I have the description, and the description of the video have the details on how to come to the shop. And I see you later for the next video, which is going to be soon.